Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. In this video I'm going to focus on and show you how to mount this 11-speed cassette set on a bicycle hub. The make and model number is really important. It's unique to just two models. This is CS-HG800-11 as well as CS-HG800 11 also mount the same way. I'm going to show you Shimano's actual literature on this one, so I'm not just inventing it totally. So let's take it from the top. What's going on here? Springtime in the northern hemisphere, so bicycles are coming off the trainer, being fitted with a rear wheel. I have that one, I have this one. This is how it looks like before a cassette set is mounted, just a free hub on it. And on this particular training wheel, which happens to be Giant's PR2 Giant's PR2 training wheel, it's nothing special about it. The profile is very straightforward and not especially deep. I mounted this cassette set and tightened it to specifications, which is clearly printed here: 40 Newton meters of torque. Show you what I did, which did not work. Well, it did, but then I'll show you what happened. So this is the tool used for tightening. This is a torque wrench, and it was very simply tightened this way. It should click when it's there, when it's torqued, when it's tightened to 40 Newton meters of torque, because here 40 Newton meters was selected. Very straightforward. Now, or thereabouts. So what's wrong with this is I put it on the bicycle and it was noted 20 seconds into the ride that the chain is making an extraordinary amount of noise over this cassette set. The reason for it is, watch it closely, this. So how is this possible? Very simply, I forgot a spacer ring. And here, have a look at it, how bad it is from this angle. Okay, so this is rideable, but not really practical, okay? It's not going to fall off in this direction. Obviously, the frame is in the way, the axle is tight, and this lock ring is tight, but it does need that spacer. Okay, this is crystal clear, I hope. And from the front, this is what you see. These ones are just loose. Okay, this way as well. Bad situation. This spacer ring is only needed for, like I said, two models in Shimano's lineup. I have two spacers here of different thickness, because this hunt wheel came with this thinner one. The spacer's thickness is important. That's what we're going after here. So this spacer is 1.45 millimeters thick, close enough, yes. And this one is 1.85 millimeters thick nominally. Close enough is close enough. This is the one that's needed. Of course, how I know this is no secret. It's clearly written in the service manual here. So there's absolutely no guesswork needed here. It says right there, installing this and that models to a free hub, you need to install the 1.8 millimeter spacer first. So I'll show you where it goes. Shimano's own, I'm gonna post a link to this, Shimano's own manual here, dealer's manual here, and it covers these models of cassette sets. And so this one and this one need this spacer. This is the spacer that we need. All I need is take it all off and put it back on. Okay, so let's remove this cassette set. It's not entirely functional as is. I'm gonna use my UCI approved cassette set remover. The deluxe edition cost me like 30 cents. And yes, that's rounding it up to the nearest 30. It's a patented, unique design here. And set it for removal. There. done with this miracle tool, and all of these will lose their indexing, their alignment of those internal splines on them, so no point saving them. Before you put this one on, you're gonna have to put this spacer ring on, find the biggest tab on it and line it up wherever it goes on the spline, which in this case is there. And then the next one with the biggest or widest spline, which is down here. It only goes on one way, there. And then the next one with a spacer, etc. And let's have a look at the space left here after the last sprocket on the cassette set is put in place, where it goes on like this. So that's how much space is apparent. This is without compressing it. So now the lock ring goes on. And that's almost there. Switch it back. 40 Newton meters, although the Shimano document says between 40 and 50 Newton meters of torque is what's required. So, sorry, between 30 and 50. So 40 it is. There. There. You heard it, but just in case, that's the click that indicates you're done. See how this is looking. Of course, rock solid. It's not wobbly. Yeah, it's not wobbly at all. There's no looseness left in it. Nothing is twisting on it. Rock solid as it should be. So, that's how these mount.